Oh, we're live. Hello and welcome to another fun-filled week at Broussard Homestead. All right, so far we've got Dottie. Wait, let me go up. Mind and Body Co. My Crooked Little Homestead. Dottie A. Tinker's Wife. Built on the Rock Homestead. All the things acres. That's everyone who's chimed in so far. Hello and welcome.
All right. I don't think I got my computer situated.
So I already know. Did I say Michigan Daffodil? Is she here? No, I don't see her. Not yet.
She'll be here.
She hasn't chimed in yet. But she's going to be here to make fun of us, I'm sure, because she jokes about us in the South not being used to all these cold temperatures, which I'm good with. We bust chops here and there. It's all good.
So it is currently 48 degrees here
It's not supposed to get super bone chilling cold
until
tomorrow night, Friday morning.
Tomorrow night. Yeah.
Miss Lippy, welcome. Sorry, I forgot to put the reminder in the community tab. Sorry, Miss Lippy, especially.
Hey, it's Wednesday and she's here without a text message.
I'm glad you're
impressed.
here. Good to see you. And Mr. Buddy, welcome. A little bit of a cough. I think this propane heater
it's the humidity
dries things up.
Yep.
Glenn, how to garden? Looks like you're even going to get winter this year down in Florida. Predicted to drop to wind chill
negative
might in the negatives
in Florida.
No, that's Curie in Texas.
Oh, that's about right because our wind chill is going to be 4.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. If you think about it, where Rachel is up near the Dallas area, they're about 10 degrees lower than we are.
Yeah, but Curie, I want to say, Curie, aren't you around the Houston area? Marshmallow Man, welcome.
North of San Antonio.
Libby says theirs would be 0. Ugh. Now, those of you who are not in the U.S., these are Fahrenheit temperatures, just so you know.
Big bowl of spicy chili for the deep freeze.
Wow, even Glenn down in Florida is going to get a freeze.
Yeah,
Friday,
even
Saturday,
Friday. Even Florida is going to be in like cold temperatures. That's crazy.
So a little disclaimer: the thumbnail that I used for tonight's video is, I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from
2021.
That's longer ago than that.
Oh, then it was
that was not long after we moved here. So
2017.
2017, just before we started YouTube. Alfred Merriam, hello. I don't think anyone is ready for the cold temp.
All the small towns are opening warming stations and churches. Wow.
We went to Sam's yesterday and stocked up on some things that we were low on. We got some gallon jugs of water, and that's because
the reason
many people around here, I don't know how you guys do it up north.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Michigan Daffodil told me they drip their pipes too.
Okay, so we drip our faucets when it gets freezing. Just keep water moving. And if everybody's doing that, then it's a drag on the system. And those who don't do it, chances are they get frozen pipes and broken pipes. So all that it affects the water pressure.
That affects the water pressure. But a couple years ago, I think it was 2021, when everybody did that, the power went down.
Yeah.
And the backup generators for the water plants didn't come back up. Because of hurricane damages and things like that. They weren't quite prepared for it, and so a lot of places were.
Oh, that's right. That was in Lake Charles.
Yeah,
sure did.
Without water, or if they did have water, it was very low pressure. So,
concerned about so many pulling grid to heat and power goes down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of. Our solar system was turned on today.
Yeah, it is.
It's not fully up and running as far as us being able to monitor it from our phones, because there's still some techie business that has to happen over the next 48 hours, I think it is. And you know how computers take some time to initialize or whatever.
Well, they have to take the time to put all the serial numbers of the equipment and everything into the computer and link it to our login and all that stuff.
But we are beginning to
Suburban Hillbilly, yes, of course.
We're beginning to create and store our own electricity. That's happening already. Really excited about that.
2021, no electricity to run the wells, so even towns ran out of water. Exactly, and that's pretty much what happened in Lake Charles. Yeah.
In like February, I think, of 21.
That's what happened around here, and a lot of people were without water because of the already low pressure from everybody trickling their pipes.
Minus 25.
But also because when the power went down, all of the water pumps went down as well, and they were having trouble with the backup generators and things of that nature due to the 2020 hurricane season and all the damages that it caused.
I always forget where Curie is. She says she's near San Antonio.
I told you that.
When?
When you said it. It's recorded. Go back and look.
You know stuff, don't you? Hey, Kaylin. Welcome.
You said she was around Houston. I said, no, I think it's around San Antonio.
Okay.
I wasn't 100% sure.
Okay.
It is recorded, though.
I can be wrong every now and then. It's okay.
Up here in Canada, when it gets to negative 25, that's Celsius. I don't know what we leave our taps on the tree. Yeah, I don't know what the Celsius to Fahrenheit.
I'm not sure.
But,
too damn cold for me, that's for sure.
Anything below 40 degrees is too cold for me.
Maybe one Brit.
Halfway between San Antonio and San Angelo.
Okay. Oh, Gil gave away a Mr. Heater. He's in Florida. Oh, wait. I'm probably thinking of the wrong gray man, huh? That's the other gray man prepping. Am I right? I forget his name. He just goes by Gray Man. I used to know his name. We did an interview with him one time.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I enjoy doing interviews with people.
The Gulf Stream turned off. Yeah, well. Somebody needs to send the cold back up to Canada where it came from.
Yeah, Canadian. He's not here yet. Or I'll blame it on Michigan Daffodil. Come get your weather. It's in my yard drunk.
Yeah, Gray with an A is Gil.
Oh, okay.
Gray with an E. Okay. Yep. Michigan Daffodil is here. I'm sure she's ready to mess with us over the cold weather.
I guarantee it.
I know. I sent her a picture the other day of ice on the ground, and she sent me back. She said, "That's not ice, that's frost." Okay, but anything frozen to me is ice. Even if it's slightly frozen, it's ice. I don't know what negative 25 Celsius.
Let me see. Let's see what I can find.
But it's a lot colder than 40 degrees. Yeah, that's. I've been watching Sean in Alaska's post on Facebook, and his was negative 26, negative 31, something like that. It's way too cold. Frost is frozen. Yeah, see, it's frozen. Frost is frozen. 1 to 2 feet of snow expected here. I'll take that cold over a blizzard. Well, you can have your blizzard. See, that's why I don't live up north. I don't like the cold. So this to me, it's 48 right now. And we just turned the propane heater off only because we're sitting right here directly in front of it. And we would have barbecued Brett because he's really close to it.
It's minus 13 Fahrenheit. I appreciate that, Henry, because I went to look at Google, and instead of giving me a straight answer, it gave me formula, and I am not going to math right now. Canadian, there he is.
The channel Ryan Hall, y'all call this storm Siberian Express.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I had to look it up because I couldn't remember the movie The Day After Tomorrow. You guys remember that? That was with the like super cold weather. I don't know. It's like back when the apocalyptic movies were all the rage. It
Kentucky was
this
like
is
the deep
reminding me of
north of
that.
Alaska, 9 months, and I
Hey,
vacated.
Pafford. Oh, there's Lori too, Firefly Farm. By the way, we appreciate your Christmas cards.
They are
Pafford.
all up on the wall so far.
Who else? Who else did?
Pafford, Wendy Hardneck, and Southern Bliss.
Southern Bliss. But there's some others too. I didn't.
Nanny Joy sent one.
There you go. Michigan Daffodil? No,
Yes.
I thought so.
And then the other one is from Brandon and Tara.
Oh yeah, some personal friends. sorry for the cough. I'm
tried to post it from the other account. But it wouldn't let me send it.
Oh, weird.
If I wanted to live where it gets cold, I'd move to Minnesota. I hate the cold. See, that's how I am. I don't like the cold.
Lori says 27 in New York right now. Goodness. So today we
are currently sitting at 48 degrees, but tomorrow night tomorrow in Southwest Louisiana, we are literally about 30 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. And tomorrow night, it will be 19 degrees.
Yeah, when I say we're from the South, we're from the South.
If you go any further south, you're going to be swimming with the sharks.
So today we spent the day.
Yeah, the snowy part is
preparing things last minute, getting the animals ready. Oh, I didn't go back and check on that water system.
We're gonna have to do that. Yeah, in the dark. That's okay.
We're draining the rainwater catchment system because I have no idea how to prevent that from freezing. I don't know that that's possible, and I don't want it all broken.
Opie's asking, "You sure you didn't have RSV when you got sick? It's hitting adults, and it will take weeks to stop coughing."
No idea. Well, my cough did improve a lot.
Oh yeah,
I was sick, and now it's just kind of. I think it's with the weather change.
I've got some sinus drainage too. It's because last week the humidity was at 96% pretty much all week long, and we got tons of rain. The humidity was terrible, but yet it got cool in the evening, so we were running the heater, and it would dry out the air really bad in here. And then this cool front comes through, and the air got really dry outside and really dry in here. So it's crazy. I've been dealing
with 55 times 5. I've got 5 55-gallon buckets, barrels. I think it was 275. I think it is. I forget.
275.
Okay, 275 gallons. So if you guys
then we have the 55 gallons.
If you want to change that to liters, that's on you. I don't. I'm not doing the math. Sorry. Wait, what's Fahrenheit?
It's 18 in Des Moines right now. Oh. After 11, the temperature will start taking a dive. Tomorrow's high is minus 23.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. See, I would be like the geese and be flying south for the winter.
See, not only, I mean, we don't know what honestly, we don't know how to manage in or operate in those kinds of temperatures. Not only that, not only do we not have the know-how, there's a lot of things that we're missing out on. Like I want to say it was last year, a year before, I was scraping my windows on my truck with a putty knife and scratched them all up. When I mentioned it to you guys, Michigan Daffodil blessed us with some ice scrapers.
Which
we don't have
you
that
have already used.
I have used them, and I appreciate that greatly. But minus 23.
Even still, it says minus.
That's crazy cold.
It says minus. That's a problem.
I don't think so.
It's going to be 20 here with the winds here tonight, staying below freezing for over 48 hours. Freezing rain, sleet too. Okay, we're gonna hit 19 tomorrow night. So tomorrow night into Friday morning, it's supposed to be down to 19. Friday, we are going to be our high is going to be right at freezing. So right at 32, 33 degrees. Um, and then Friday night, is it back down to 19, 17,
Yeah, I
something
think
like
so.
that?
I think so.
But our wind chill, because we're gonna have like heavy winds coming up, the wind chill is supposed to be 4. Y'all, it's not cool for me
Oh, that's Patty.
when it's a single digit. I'd be too frozen to fly. It would just be
Miss
an
Patty at
icicle.
Southern Blessed Homestead. We were just thanking folks for the
Wow.
for the Christmas cards, and we mentioned Southern Blessed Homestead. Thank you
See,
for the
you
card.
said birthday because it reminded you that Max sings.
I guess so.
That's what it is.
Amy cussed you, Patty. Just saying. Amy cussed you for the glitter.
I did. I fussed. I didn't cuss.
Not
I
really
fussed.
cussed. No.
I was like, dog. When I opened it, I knew before I even opened it.
She said, every year Patty sends me glitter.
Every time I open the card from Patty, it's got glitter on it. And I think she does it on purpose because she knows I hate glitter. But it is on the wall. It is on the wall. But I was super careful.
There was glitter on the table too, and
yeah, there was glitter everywhere.
Yeah.
I think Mac did it.
What else did we do to get the rabbits? Don't take a whole lot of prep work to get them ready for the cold because rabbits are very cold tolerant. All we did with them was we gave them a good bit of hay
we stocked their cages
and to burrow in. Chickens, we cleaned out their coop, put them some fresh bedding. We used the pine flakes shavings.
I agree, Patty.
Yeah.
Doing laundry in case we lose power. Yes. We do have a generator and now the solar panels are on, but yeah, laundry is a big thing. Get caught up on things like that so you don't have to worry about it. That's one less thing that you have to do in case a pipe ruptures.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. The doing laundry requires 2 utilities. So either the power or the water could be off or both. So,
Put wind blocks around rabbit cages. Well, the rabbit cages are in the shop. So
yeah, the
direct wind is blocked from them.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to say that. Thank you.
Supposed to get a chunk of snow and freezing rain. Everyone here is as nervous. Oh, yep. Not going to continue reading that. Dang it, Canadian.
Alfred, we have 2 of the in-phase. Help me out here.
For what?
The batteries. The 2 of the in-phase. What size?
It's an in-phase in charge 10 is what the battery is.
Okay. So each of those has 3 smaller battery components in them. So there's really 6 batteries, I guess you could say.
It's 3 batteries in one, yeah.
And one of those batteries does need some troubleshooting because it doesn't seem to be functioning, which is not a huge deal. With what we have operating,
no,
we should
sail
right through this.
Yeah. He said it could be any little bitty thing that's wrong with it. Not wrong with it, but it could be just it wasn't connected tightly or whatever. They're gonna send a tech to come look at it. You said your off grid is on.
That's the one I was just reading.
Yeah, okay.
Rhonda Causey, hello.
Oh, Patty says she forgot. She bought those cards last year. Mm-hmm.
Oh, even if the Basin Bridge is open, I'd be really worried about driving on it. Oh my goodness.
The Atchafalaya?
Yeah.
Nope. Welcome to our Canadian.
Now,
y'all need to take that crap back.
I don't think I've ever been that route, but 190, Highway 190 is an alternate route to the Basin Bridge. Mike could look into that.
I'm supposed to go to film. My 2 mini power bank share, not only fully charged, but within yeah. Well, we've got a solar powered phone charger that we keep in the window right there, and it stays charged up.
I do have to work tomorrow, but I was able to trade a shift so I don't have to go in Friday evening. So I should be able to stay home for the worst of it and not have to travel in it. There's a guy who's already in town is going to take that shift for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be nice. Less people on the road. We were able to do that, make that arrangement.
Abby will have to go back and forth to work. Um, we're just gonna watch the weather and say some prayers and hope for the best. The good thing is we don't have any chances of rain, so it's just cold.
Oh, livestock need water and food. That is something that we weren't sure how to handle it. The watering system that I have for the rabbits, I've built it all out of PVC with brass nipples on the end of those things, and it's going to freeze. It always does. But as a backup plan, we've got the rabbit bottles.
Yeah, we have water bottles, and so we're gonna place those.
It's no fun because we don't have enough of them for all of the rabbits. So one of us or both of us has to go stand out there with a bottle, let the rabbits drink some. But it's better than them just not having water.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Well, what I normally do is I attach the bottles. I think we have 4 of them, and we have eight cages. So I'll attach the bottles on 4 cages and give them a little while with it, and then I kind of trade them over to the other 4. I have to stay on top of it because our rabbits are weird. If you put a bowl of water in there, they will throw them around like it's a toy. So I need to get some more of those bottles, but they're harder and harder to find.
My city's public transit system sent out an email urging people to only ride if it's necessary and to dress appropriately and expect delays.
Yep.
Makes sense, yeah. Charlene Vassor, welcome. Merry Christmas back to you.
Fill up bowls and switch out the bowls. Bring frozen bowls of water inside to thaw. Yeah, well, the problem rabbits, is ours are...
They bite the bowl and they flip them, and that's the end of that.
Well, and then, it's usually only the males do that, but then he gets full of water. He's soaking wet, and then he ends up getting cold.
That wouldn't be good.
So
we don't have the bees to worry about anymore. I'm kind of glad because we probably would have lost what we had left with this.
Bowls that attach to the cage.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Shoot, I was gonna look at something. I forgot what I was even gonna look at.
Rabbits survive up here in -40. Yeah, nice. See, that's why I try to keep them dry because that's where you lose.
Heater bottles. Oh, provided the power stays on. Makes sense.
Well, in our watering system too, I need to get an aquarium heater because that would have fixed it. But I really didn't want to go back to Lake Charles. So
I didn't like the little bit of time I was in town yesterday.
Oh God, it was horrible.
We went to Sam's Club, and there was like a sea of people. I did not like it whatsoever.
There was too many people, and they're inconsiderate. It's almost like driving in city traffic.
I don't appreciate large crowds. Really not a fan. But
I'm at Tractor Supply.
Tinker's wife, Miss Patty, have a Merry Christmas. Love you. See you next week.
5-gallon line-fed water system for backup. See, ours is what for? You use the cat litter bucket, and it's connected to it. It's got a faucet thing on it.
But I drilled a hole in the bottom of the cat litter bucket. There's just a way to recycle something, and I put a hose bib faucet on it, and from there I did a garden hose, flex hose, to solid PVC that runs all across all the cages and down into the cages with those little drinking nipples on the ends.
It's the people in crowds that are questionable. Exactly. Right. I don't people well.
Yeah.
I don't people well at all.
So Amy has the app for Sam's where she can check out. She can just scan things with her phone. Scan and go.
Mm-hmm.
Scan and go. She can just basically check out on her phone
as we're shopping, as we put things in the cart.
I don't know that I would go to Sam's without that.
Uh,
I have to dimple it, but it's not working.
Abby's working on some homemade bread behind the camera. What is it?
Yeah, she's working
Focaccia?
on what?
Is that how you say it? Focaccia?
I think so. I don't want to mispronounce it.
I think
She's trying something for the first time. She's using some older yeast. I don't know if it's going to do well.
it looks
It
weird.
doesn't seem to be rising as much as it should.
Well,
That's okay.
3/8 inch clear tubing. Oh, I've seen like a little black tubing.
No, I can get the clear tubing on Amazon too.
That might be.
That might be
I
the way to
might need
go.
to work on something different because it's probably going to be pretty close to time to rebuilding those cages too. Because I've been having to repair them quite a bit. Rabbit urine is like acid. I swear.
It's not just the urine, but Buster is a pain in my butt because
we have one rabbit. Okay, Buster is our only big male or buck rabbit that we named before we decided to go with biblical names. So we have Buster, and then we have Sarah and Simon.
That's pretty much it.
That's all we have left, huh?
Yeah, out of those.
We had named some that we ended up having to.
Well, we have some unnamed rabbit number 2.
Yeah.
Rabbit number 3.
Yeah. Poor boy. Welcome.
Oh,
Canadian says, "Don't worry, I'd mispronounce it on purpose, Abby."
okay. Lippy's gonna mark on me tomorrow about their watering system.
Patty, Southern Blessed.
The look on y'all's faces looking at Abby.
Southern Blessed. Patty with an I said that she's going to send you some pictures too.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, she's got the ones that, that's a lot of oil, Abby.
yeah, I know, but they said you have to put oil on it.
I don't know how this is going to work out.
I don't know. I'm following the recipe.
We might end up with greasy bread.
Y'all stop.
Little Caesars has cheesy bread. Abby has greasy bread.
If it turns out good, neither of you get to eat it.
I'm going to eat it if it's good.
No, you're not.
If it's not good, I'm going to mail it to Canadian.
That's funny because that's my pan and my salt and all my ingredients. You just put them all together.
And you didn't do anything to make it other than make fun of it.
We did it following Mr. Eddie. Oh.
Could you modify a drip irrigation system to turn it into an animal watering system? I'm intrigued.
Well, that's the black tubing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's irrigation tubing is what it is.
Okay, so apparently yes. I'll tell you what I did. The first time I tried to build this PVC one like what I have now, I didn't know any better. Okay, so I hooked it to the water faucet, and the rabbit tried to drink it, and it did. I was like, something's wrong with this thing. I didn't know. I didn't know it should be only gravity fed. I learned quick.
So did the rabbit, I'm sure. I'd like to do a watering system for the chickens as well, with the little red bowls where they can kind of.
What's up, Bill?
They push the little thingy in it, and it fills.
Yeah, those little cups are available at Tractor Supply. I've seen those.
Yeah, those are available on Amazon too.
Oh, okay.
So if I order the tubing on Amazon, I can order all of it.
Oh yeah, it would definitely have to be in the summer. I would love that. I would like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm not going in the winter.
We need to make sure that there is no jabs necessary.
Well, see, we can get around that. We could meet Sean that way. You stand on this side of the border, and he stands on that side of the border, and we just holler at each other.
I saw a little video the other day where there's actually a place.
Ice fishing. Heck,
there's a road that's like right on the border between Maine and Canada. I don't know. Is that Ontario on that side, or anyway, whatever's over there, whatever part of Canada. There's a road that actually is on the Canadian side of the border, but the houses are on the American side of the border. So people have to drive through Canada to go down to their driveway to their house in America.
That's messed up.
I'm not sure how they handle it. I guess they're probably just Canadian citizens. I'm not sure how that works.
They have to have a passport every time they go home.
Sean lives about 6.5 hours west of here. Oh, so you're way on the East Coast, right?
Wait, I don't remember. Wait.
Sean lives right on the north side of Lake Ontario. Remember when we looked at the map with him?
I know, but where is that? In a court, like, what state is it above?
Let
I
me
think
look.
it's New
'cause
York.
Pretty much. I forget because we got a lot more squareness down in the south. Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Sean is by Toronto. Yeah, New York. It is New York.
See, okay. Where's Ottawa? Oh wait, okay.
Also across from New York.
That's where Canadians from.
Cool deal. So it's
I
not
have a
way on the
wait,
East
I
Coast.
have a faucet
Canada is
hose in my
freaking
chicken
giant.
yard that leaks all the time. I have a faucet hose in my chicken yard that leaks all the time. I put a mortar mixing tub under the faucet to catch the water. Huh.
Well, New York is 40 minutes from Canadian, but Sean is 6.5 hours away. That seems so strange to me because that's still in
Wow.
Canada.
Yeah.
But you know, where we are in Louisiana, we're near Lake Charles. So if we go east into Louisiana to go to Lafayette, it takes us about an hour. But if we go west into Texas, Orange, Texas, which is right on the border, is actually closer than Lafayette. We're closer to Texas than most of Louisiana.
Yeah. Okay, we're closer to the edge of Texas because
Oh.
Texas is a really big place.
You know,
Like,
here's a fun fact. This is crazy to me. Did you know from Dallas, Texas, Chicago, Illinois is closer to Dallas, Texas than San Antonio,
then
El
Dallas,
Paso. El Paso
then Dallas
is to Dallas.
yeah, there you go.
Texas is huge.
Okay, Canadian is telling you to look up words.
Google Map. What? Wait. What?
No, keep reading. Where'd it go?
I
That
don't.
one. See, I'm not pronouncing that because I'm gonna screw it all up. It's a road. I have 5 American blue bunnies, 5 with
Hello, Sharon.
We have, they are Flemish Giant and New Zealand mix. We have 2 of those now, and the rest of them are New Zealand's. Or I have one that's a mini Rex and a lion head mix. But she's been such a great mom. So even though she has little tiny babies, we've been keeping her. But she hasn't been. She's getting older now, so we may end up losing her pretty soon. Toronto is 6.5 hours east. In the middle of, oh wow. That's crazy. Texarkana, Texas is closer to Chicago than El Paso. Yeah. Texas is a massive, massive place. Like when Rachel drives here from Dallas, most of her trip is through Texas. And then it's like, boop, I'm here.
I would love to visit Canada. I'm looking at all this stuff.
Hey.
That would be so
Hey.
cool. Huh.
Live stream.
It's Canadian's fault. Blame him. You know what I should
I blame
do?
him for a lot.
What I should do is just have him up, put him on the camera to where I can just look at Canada. I do see that Canadian.
Yeah, Canadian provinces are way bigger than Texas, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, okay, Canada is what I was gonna say.
Canada.
Canada goes from east to west. You know, it's a huge and massive place.
Well, hello, Mary Ruth. You
But
still got me looking at stuff.
stop.
I'm just looking. I mean, To the west is.
Are we done with the cold weather? No, it is just beginning. Tomorrow night here it will be 19 degrees. And we are, yeah, pretty much as far south as you can get. And unless you're in Florida.
I don't see it. Surely it's not. You sure it's west? I might.
Hits us around 3.
I don't know how to say that.
Oh,
Perio.
Hey, you and Canadian need to email each other,
For
and
real.
then y'all can talk and.
Because I don't know what I'm looking at here. I'm probably looking in the wrong spot. Because I found street, not road. Whatever.
9 here, too cold for the south. Exactly.
Edwards County is bigger than the state of Delaware. That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna hit 19 tomorrow night, and our wind chill for Friday is 4.
60.
I am not liking this. I'm not liking it at all. At all.
That's what I looked up. It looks like it's kind of in town. I don't know if that's right.
Stop.
Canadian, you're getting me in trouble, Jude.
We're wasting all of our live stream time for you looking at a map. Canadian. Send him an email. And you guys can talk all day, every day.
Libby said she'll be kissing her fireplace for the next 4 days.
This is going to be my spot. I've got the heater right here behind Brett, and it's been running most of the day, which is phenomenal because we are going through our 3rd winter on this propane tank without filling it. And we're still at what, 60, 65%, 63%, something like that. And it started out at 80%.
Well, Henry, I like that you're looking for the silver lining, but our apple tree, well, we have 1 apple left. 2 of them died. And so other than that, we have citrus, which the freeze is probably going to kill.
We have a fig tree that may not make it.
Well, the fig tree should be okay.
Well, it'll freeze and die back to the.
We have a satsuma tree, which is a type of orange, and it's already stunted like nobody's business from
2 years ago.
Yeah. 2 years ago, and this is probably going to finish it off. We did lose our lemon tree during that
sweatshirt. See, that's the thing I'm having to learn is layer up, layer. See, my issue. The only time you're going to see me layered up is going to be to go outside, and that's not going to happen very often.
Fire. See, we had the option for a fireplace. If you don't know, we live in a double wide.
Yeah.
Double wide manufactured home. We had it built, and we opted for no fireplace. And now, I don't know. I mean, looking at the quality of construction of this place, I don't know that I would have wanted a fireplace built by the same people anyway. But it would be nice to have a fireplace. Really would. I don't know. Anyway.
But then we have to have the wood to burn it.
It would be nice to have a wood-burning stove like my cousin Joe has.
Yeah.
Robert. Wow. Robert
Words.
Bates, hello.
Words. We put a tree cover over our satsuma and put our lemon tree in the garage. Well, our lemon tree died and our satsuma looks like crap. We
probably could have covered the satsuma tree, but we were so busy making sure that the animals were good. And I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so we just did. We had to prioritize.
I may do some tomorrow to try to put a bag or something over it.
Covered garlic and strawberries with hay. Oh, you have some hay left over. You might be able to throw some on top of the strawberries and society garlic and stuff tomorrow.
The society garlic is going to be fine. The only problem with putting hay over the strawberries is the wind is going to blow it all out.
Oh, that's true.
Because it's supposed to be like 30, 40 mile an hour winds.
Well, it's going to be what it is.
So, yeah.
When I retired, I immediately grew a beard every little bit. That makes sense. So you'll have a nice warm chin. Oh, God.
Do not read things
He
out.
took it back. Yeah, let's not. Oh, that's funny though.
Oh man. Praying our electricity stays on. I'll be cooking a bunch of goodies to eat and relax under covers. Yeah. I'm not planning on cooking a whole lot. We did get some quick like stove meals and stuff in case the power went out, but now with the solar panels turned on, that shouldn't be an issue.
We should be fine.
Um,
But redundancy. We've got backups for the backups for the backups.
right.
When we were out yesterday, we did get one of those long handled Bic lighters, or long reach lighters, I guess, so that even if the power is out completely, we can still light the stove to be able to cook on the propane on the stove top.
I have some weed fabric. I might take some and staple it over the top of the strawberry bed.
If you do that, put hay underneath
There is
And
hay underneath.
and use that to hold the hay down, protect the plants.
Yeah, I could do that. Connection started it. Oh man. All
Well,
we can do is
that's
pray
been
for all gardens and trees.
my mode of thinking
Yeah.
is, and that's why if we lose the satsuma tree, we're probably not going to put any more citrus in, because we're getting to the point where we're getting this kind of weather more and more often, this cold weather.
Yeah.
So I want things that are going to grow without having to put so much effort into them. I want to try to get more native stuff
Mhm.
that we can eat, things that are going to survive the cold well, unless it's a spring crop, summer crop. Then we don't put it out in the winter.
Right.
The easier things are this is my outlook on it. The easier things are to grow that we can eat and sustain ourselves, then the easier things are going to be when I'm relying on that stuff.
Right.
Because if you're in a survival situation, every calorie counts. If I'm working my butt off all day long and burning calories, then I need that much more food, that much more intake.
Dwarf fruit trees. Yeah, that way you can get them covered.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apples, pears, plums.
When we lose power, natural
Hey, Grandma
gas is a
Karen, good to see
blessing
you.
as long as we can afford it. Well, we don't have access to natural gas where we are, because of the canals that run through.
Hello,
They
Charles.
won't cross the canals with the natural gas pipes. So we put in a propane tank. We have a 250-gallon propane tank, which they fill to
80%. They don't
80%
go over
capacity.
80%.
We got it in 2020.
The end of 2020.
Yeah.
So we're in the third winter, the third
Right.
cold season of having it.
And we're at 65%, 63%, somewhere around there.
When they filled it, it was at 80%.
Yeah.
That was the max. So we're down to 65% ish, between 60 and 65% now. And that's with canning all the time. We just recently started using the
heater.
The propane heater though.
Yeah, this is the first year we're actually using the propane heater all the time. Well, through the day at least. I don't run it at night because we close up the bedroom doors and stuff at night, and it gets really cold if the doors are closed. So Patty said you're having a real winter like the rest of it more often. Yeah. Yep. And these crazy weather cycles are a little more than I want. Oh, excuse me.
Things are just different.
I'm not liking the cold.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like the extreme heat in the summer either, but at least in the summer I can cool off. I have so much trouble warming up. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. It is the first day of winter, Lori.
Yep.
Yep.
Officially the first day of winter, and tomorrow it's going to be 19 degrees here. Those are temperatures I expect to see or hear about in, Tennessee, Kentucky, and further north from there.
Yeah.
Not Louisiana, not South Louisiana, 30 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. We are the same about propane tank. We're down to 40%. Want to get it topped off soon.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you have any idea what the propane is running for you guys over there? I think it's 257 a gallon here,
I don't know.
which is kind of high. Sure to check the gauge on your gas tank. Tap it to make sure it's actually moving. Oh.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't think about that, Robert. Thank you.
Huh. Propane gauge.
That's kind of what we were thinking, Charles. That was my line of thinking, was propane is not grid. It's not provided to me as, on demand. So
right. I'm afraid to ask. I've heard I think it's about 250 something a gallon here. All right. That's what it was. So I haven't called to see, because we have to get 100 gallons before we can before they'll deliver it. And we're not at the point that we need 100 gallons. So
no, you ran out of it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we need to go tap on that thing or something.
Yeah.
So you tap on the gauge?
That's what he says. I don't know where is the float attached to the gauge?
Oh,
Dawn, happy birthday early. Well, I mean, we'll see you again
younger
before
sister's
then,
birthday is December
happy birthday.
31st, and my oldest daughter, our middle daughter, is her birthday is January 1st. Mr. Robert is corrupt. Tap on the glass window of your gauge. That's supposed to say correct. I understand Lipanese.
Poor Miss Lippy.
Wow.
Oh, Carrie's birthday is on Christmas.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Carrie.
Tap on the gauge gently. Float is attached to the gauge, and if it's stuck, it should drop.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, the propane tanks for backups. The propane backup tanks are great. We have several of the small tanks.
I think I have 3.
Yeah, something like that. 3 or 4 that are in there. And we keep those as backups. We can, I mean, if absolutely necessary, you can hook a propane bottle, the small like barbecue bottles, to these heaters.
A late happy birthday to you as well, Lori. Yeah, Abby's birthday was
last week.
Wednesday of last week. She turned 18.
New phone, y'all. Plus the lippy thing makes for great. No, it's just a lippy thing. But I understand like Lipanese. I'm getting it. Kate has her own language and Lippy has her own language, and sometimes I blend the two, but I can usually figure it out.
All right, Robert. Thank you for visiting us this evening. Appreciate you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Also own a -37 rated sleeping bag. That's pretty smart. We have some cold sleeping bags. They're not that freaking cold, but that's something that we could do if the power is out and it gets really cold in here. We can bust out the sleeping bags and slide into those.
I did. There's a building associated with the fire department in Lake Charles that it's condemned, and it's going to be, they're preparing it to be demolished. And I was able to, well, I haven't gotten them yet, but I'm going to get a case of wool blankets. I've gotten one so far, and the cat loves it.
One blanket.
One blanket.
Yeah, not one.
But I'm going to get a case. I think there's 12 in the case. So that'll be really nice to have in case of emergencies. We're going to put one in each vehicle.
We're going to put one set aside for each bed.
Yep.
The cat has already claimed the other, the one. Warm up a water bottle and put it in your sleeping bag.
Oh, that makes sense.
But how do you warm up a water bottle if you don't have power? You could cook it on, I mean, you could warm water on the stove.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. The sleeping bags are in the closet with the camping gear. So, yep.
Yep,
Boiled water. I don't know if I want to get in a sleeping bag with a bottle of boiled water.
You can boil water ahead of time and then keep it in the freezer for when you need it.
Shut up. I do have a new phone. Dropped my old phone last week, which messed up Monday. Ugh. I did see on Facebook that you had something about you had to get a new phone. You have Cocoon military sleeping bags.
Oh, one thing that I wanted to mention too. Yesterday evening, my dad's sister. You know, my dad's been gone 8 years now. So my dad's sister, Ark, what's happening, brother? So my dad's sister, which is Joe's mom, Joe that we talk about all the time. Her name is Edna. She's my Aunt Edna. And she called us yesterday and said, "Hey, I've got a little something for you, a little cake that I made, and I just wanted to share with you."
And it was good.
She said, "I was going to come by, but the car wasn't home." We said, "Okay, we'll go get it. No big deal. She just lives right down the road." So we went over and to get that and to visit a little bit, and we ended up sitting down talking for over 2 hours, and it was the best talk.
Oh, we had a great visit.
I learned stuff about things that I could barely remember. She lost her husband, my Uncle Joe, when I was 7 years old into a bad vehicle accident. And yesterday was the first time I had ever heard her tell the story. And she talked about my grandparents, which was her parents, and my dad, and it was just great. And I felt like it was such a blessing. I really enjoyed it. But I was telling Amy afterwards, I also really enjoyed seeing her enjoy it so much. She's in her 80s and clear mind. She would tell the stories, and she would, like, I could see her light up because we were interested. We were listening.
Yeah.
And it was just fantastic. And we have plans. Well, not plans, but we're going to make plans to go and explore some areas near Lafayette where
her parents lived.
Her grandparents,
okay,
which is my great grandparents, lived, and I'm sure we're going to go see Jenny, her daughter.
Oh yeah.
But it's just so much fun.
Oh yeah, Kaylin is talking about instead of using the water bottles, a sock full of rice.
Oh yeah.
And we make heating pads like that
with the dry rice,
yeah,
or raw rice.
My grandma would make them, and she'd make this little rectangular shaped heating pad, and it was basically just fabric filled.
She would sew the fabric.
Yeah, filled with rice, and we put it in the microwave for a few minutes. But she also she used a hand towel and made a pocket for the rice bag to fit in. So it was kind of like, instead of wrapping it up in a towel and putting it on, it was wrapping itself in a towel. Mm-hmm. But it kept the rice part, the rice bag part, from getting like nasty and dingy and stuff like that.
If she will agree to it, see if she will let you take video of her telling stories. Oh, I guarantee you she would. That's a great idea, Sharon. That's an excellent idea. Maybe around Gaydon, that's where all my family came from. She was kind of showing me on the map. She's not very she's not very good at working the maps app on the phone.
Yeah.
Like she kept doing these random finger like touching the map, and she was getting frustrated with it. But she was trying to show me without touching the screen where people lived, about, and different stuff. So I think it would be really cool to go and actually explore physically the area.
Yeah. And the land is still in the family.
She said that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But she said the land, and I think it's within the Lafayette city limits.
Yeah, she said there's a subdivision all around it now.
Yeah, the land that belonged to my great grandparents. There's so many heirs involved now, but she said it's still family land. I didn't know that. Ron, I can't remember if I said hello to you. I think I did. And there's little Frenchie. Oh, that's smelling good.
Abby, you got a timer on that?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
There's Sean in Alaska. Hey, come get your weather.
You see that? I didn't know what to get you guys for Christmas, so I said,
Oh,
that's just rude, Sean.
I was telling somebody at work about Sean and what he's doing with building his off-grid
I brag
cabin.
about Sean all the time.
Yeah. And the first thing out of my coworker's mouth was, "What's wrong with that guy?"
I don't know how many people I've told. Well, we have a friend in Alaska that's, building a cabin, and it's like negative 30 degrees up there. And they're like, why? Why does he want to live there?
Anyone make a gingerbread house? I think we did that once or twice when the kids were little.
Yeah, but those were those crappy little kits that you get from the store.
Not a real.
And
not
that
the real
gingerbread tastes like
crap. Abby makes gingerbread like from
scratch. Oh man,
hey,
that
Abby,
is the best.
You gonna make gingerbread this year?
I don't know.
He wears a kilt. Not in the cold, he don't. Not building it well. He hasn't been building the cabin in the cold in a kilt because there's this thing about ladders and camera angles, and nobody wants to see that.
Oh, Sean, if you would, because you have moderator privileges, go ahead and share your channel link for us, please.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sean, it's fun to watch. It really is. But he's also got
beautiful scenery.
He has taken photos and he's put together a calendar, a 2023 calendar, and he's got those available. You sell it, Sean, because I don't know. Help me out.
You can take the weather back now. Patty said, "Hey, Sean, I was supposed to only see that cold weather on your channel, not experiencing it here." Bad storms up there while Sean couldn't work on the cabin at all. Yeah.
A little late on the calendar. Uh-oh. Are they still available though?
Yeah, but
I think so.
Better to be late than never at all. Yeah, but definitely, Sean, you need to take this weather back because 19 degrees in Louisiana is not cool. And they say Friday our wind chill is going to be 4. 4. Nope. My butt is going to be in this house, bundled up in a blanket in front of this heater, and that's where as far as I'm going. Still available. There's some beautiful eagle shots in it too. Oh, that's awesome.
I had to go get some Tums. I'm gonna tell you guys something real quick about some health stuff that I've been dealing with.
No, take all you want.
So for at least
while you do that, I'm gonna take a break.
For at least the past 6 months or so, I've been dealing with like really, really heavy legs. Like, no, it feels like
it's just
like
the way you said it.
Like a pinched nerve or something. Like my legs don't want to work right. Okay. All kinds of joint issues and stuff from my midsection about here down. Like things just didn't want to work right. Sometimes I would get like a painful numbness that I know that doesn't sound like it makes sense, but if you've dealt with this, you know what I'm talking about. It's a pinched nerve kind of thing. Not, yeah, getting old, but so for a while I've been taking Nexium for indigestion, heartburn, and there was a few days that I missed it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna see how I do without it. So I kept not taking my Nexium, and next thing I noticed, like, I'm not having the leg issues and stuff anymore. So at this point, it's been about a week or so, and I don't know for sure that that's what it was, but like I was also experiencing a lot of bloating, so I think I had like some really like some serious abdominal inflammation that was affecting my guts and my lower back. But I seem to be much better now. So, hey, Anne Marie. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Michigan daffodil. I need to look at the side effects for Nexium because I'm feeling like that's probably the case. Now on the box it says don't take more than 14 days in a row without consulting your doctor, blah, blah, blah. I know that's on there. So I mentioned it to my doctor and he said, it's fine. Just keep taking it. Well, apparently it wasn't fine. But I can tell you, like, because I'm not dealing with all that pain and all that. You ever read that bag of chips that can cause leakage? Yeah, that was a product called Olestra, which was like a synthetic oil, like a fat replacement that they were using it in Pringles, I think. Well, they were using it in a lot of things. That was back in the 90s. I remember that. It was very, very bad for you. Probably as bad for you as margarine. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you may want to look into that.
There is a bit too much oil, but y'all don't get to eat.
It rose pretty good though in the oven.
Yeah.
It's got to cool a little bit. We'll try to show you guys before we end the stream, but it's in a glass pan, and that would be hard to bring over.
It does have too much oil, so next time when I make it.
Oh, there's Sean's calendar. The link for Sean's calendar. And Amy says, "Buy me a calendar." Of course she does. I'm gonna get with Sean on that. In fact, let me save that link. Sean, I hope the calendar doesn't says 20203. It doesn't. That's a typo. So the title of the ad or the posting listing says 20203, but it's 2023, and the calendar is correct. Do a search. Some doctors say that. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm done with it. I'll fight with a little bit of heartburn and take my Tums and be all right. I try not to take meds, Anne Marie, because I believe the same. I'd rather cure with food and herbs. In fact, I need my dose of elderberry syrup tonight. Ms. Lippy, have a good night and a Merry Christmas. Are you going live tomorrow night, Miss Lippy? Or no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking today's Thursday. Are you going live this week on Friday, Miss Lippy? Margarine was invented as a lubricant for the military and their equipment. See, I don't know. Okay. I had heard that it was like a fattening, a fattener for turkey. They were feeding it to turkey. And they ended up just putting okay, no live stream this week for Miss Lippy until after the new year. Okay. Mary Beth, I see you there. Good to see you. Apple cider vinegar. Isn't that weird? That an acid is an antacid. But it works. I know it does because I've done it. Yeah, that's the story I had heard was the fattener for turkey. No, the military turned it down, then they fed it to. Oh, so it's both. Okay, okay. So after the when I guess maybe there was an abundance of it, or just the turkeys wouldn't eat it. I don't know, but they ended up putting a color in it and a flavoring and made it healthy alternative to butter.
That's not healthy.
No, not in the least. No. We're told so many lies by the Food and Drug Administration. I better be careful.
Yeah. I don't want to eat it. That stuff is gross.
That's like eggs are bad for you. No, they're not. Eggs are not bad for you. And that's the same with like, was it the gluten allergy? Now, many doctors are actually thinking it's not a gluten allergy. It's actually an allergy to glyphosate.
Yeah. Yep.
Plant butter.
Did you see Anne Marie's comment? It says most of the FDA most of what the FDA approves as healthy is the exact opposite. So I figure cigarettes must be good for me.
Well, actually, at one point, cigarettes were FDA approved.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you.
It's crazy. But like the Nexium is safe to use for up to so many weeks or whatever, and then the doctor says it's fine. The doctors told us the Nexium was fine for Abby for years. She took it for over 2 years for gastritis, and ends up it actually depletes your body of calcium after after too long of usage.
Yeah, that's why she ended up with so many broken bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like cocaine and heroin started out as drugs, like
Medicinal.
Yeah. As like good drugs. I don't remember that, Caitlin.
They said metformin was good, but it didn't turn out too good for my mom. Yeah, now they're saying metformin is cancer causing.
And the what's the one?
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, see a doctor. Oh, I'd love to see that conversation.
Remdesivir. That one is shutting down kidneys.
Yeah.
I strongly believe that my godfather.
Big difference in tobacco use and the cigarettes out there. The cigarettes have additives that are awful. Exactly. Metformin causes heart issues. Lovely. They did it to me and messed up all the natural acidity and then can cause cancer issues. Yeah. They're saying too much of an antacid affects the
Your cigarettes have corn syrup in them? What?
See, we don't use cigarette tobacco. We don't smoke cigarette tobacco. We use
It's pipe tobacco.
Pipe tobacco.
And we got the machine that stuffs them into the empty tubes, empty cigarette tubes.
And it's way cheaper because pipe tobacco isn't it doesn't have all the additives and things like that.
I thought of that too, Anne Marie. That would make sense in my logic at least.
Crazy. But there's so many additives in like name brand cigarettes now to keep them burning and to not let them go out. And
Lucky Gold Camel non-filters. Oh my goodness. Sean's a man.
I remember when y'all used to roll your own. We still do. We haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in years. We buy the tobacco. We buy the tobacco and we buy the tubes, and
it literally we started saving 90%.
Yeah.
On cigarettes that way.
We spend about $8 to $10 a carton.
A carton, not a pack. Huge savings.
Yeah, I know. Lippy and them started doing it too. Anne Marie, I can send you a link for that. I just sent the link to Lippy. It's I say the machine is about $70 to $80.
It's a little bit of an investment to get started, but once you do, man, we've had that machine for 3-4 years. Been using it. It has saved us so much money.
Teach Anne Marie.
Oh wow, Caitlin. They used to have cigarettes in rations.
Wow.
Okay. Henry. Yeah, it would definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Now you'll have to find a Tobacco Plus or somewhere that sells the tobacco because you cannot buy tobacco online.
You can buy the machine, you can buy the tubes, you can buy everything but the actual tobacco. It's restricted by the what is it? ATF.
A pack of the store here is $6. $6. Marlboros here are almost what?
Or Marlboros are about 10.
Yeah, about $10.
It's outrageous.
Tobacco outlet stores.
Old Smoky, I like it.
Have a tobacco.
Mama Bear.
Here. Just get overwhelmed looking at all the machines. This one is I want to say it's Top-O-Matic brand, I think is the name of it.
I don't remember.
They have a manual machine, and they also we have an electric one. We have a couple of manual machines, and then we bought the electric. We went in and bought the electric one, and it saves you quite a bit of time. But I like having the manual one because if the power goes out, I don't have to worry about not being able to make them.
Canadian, I agree. Everyone has a vice. I don't care who you are. If it's not cigarettes, it's alcohol. If it's not alcohol, God forbid it's an illegal drug.
Well, I mean,
for some people it's food. For some people it's
biting your nails.
Illicit videos. There's all kinds of things. There's all kinds of things. To me, cigarettes is one of the more tame ones. Coffee. That's true, yes. Or caffeine, I'd say.
Sodas. Snacks. It could be anything.
Vice. Vice is
life isn't meant to be wrought with stress.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. There was a time that we tried the whole vaping thing, and I didn't enjoy it, but I felt like at the time it was kind of a new thing. I felt like it kind of helped me not to smoke. So I felt like I was improving something. And then I started getting this kind of wet lung kind of deal going on, and we ended up going back to cigarettes. And anyway, I did not love vaping.
No. I did use it. I bought that one, and I used it when I was in the hospital
Oh yeah.
for a day.
So she could get her fix in the hospital room. She wasn't supposed to, but the nurse told her. Didn't the nurse tell you?
Well, she kind of walked in when I
I'm not gonna
was.
say anything.
She walked in right as I started it, and I was like, "Oh crud!" So yeah, sugar, chocolate, yeah, all those things. Yeah, vaping made me cough more than cigarettes do.
Nobody gets out alive, right?
Your voice is Mac.
Well, you know when. Okay, so Abby turned 18 last week, and it kind of that's one of those like um
Milestone.
milestones in life where you start to kind of reassess things and think about some things. And really, there's only a couple of things that left that I have to look forward to. I mean, obviously,
Nursing home.
when my kids get married, that's going to be big milestones. But and like retirement, that's going to be a milestone. But like as far as like legacy type milestones, you know.
Hey Reagan.
So hey, Southern Boy Prepper, welcome, Reagan. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Oh, Abby's registered to vote. She did that before her birthday. Um, so I've I'm kind of like the milestone is I'm kind of done technically raising my kids. All my kids are adults. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to help them out. That doesn't mean I love my kids any less. But the main
Nursing home.
so I think my main goal in life from this point forward is going to be to not leave
Brett gets that already. The senior discount.
to not leave giant debt for my kids. That's my goal in life now.
Yeah.
So there's some things that we need to pay off before I leave this planet.
She said the only milestone I have left is getting the senior discount. Brett goes some places and they give it to him anyway. And I think
that was over 10 years ago that I got that senior discount from that girl, and she was embarrassed.
There's a joke. Oh man. But yeah, they see one look at his gray hair and they just give it to it.
I've got a cousin that's only 2 months older than me, and his hair is solid white.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the goal, is to not leave our kids in debt because of things that we've done. You know, that's definitely going to be one to work on.
Well, you know, I see people who are close to me who have not been very responsible in life, and it's motivation for me.
Mm-hmm.
And they think Amy is your daughter. No.
Sometimes. Oh man.
Bless your heart for taking care of that old man.
Oh man. There's several times a week I think about putting him in an old folks home. I love you. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay. The kindergarten asked me if I was born on the first Christmas. She guessed 90.
Wow.
Oh man.
Does he need a cane already? I need a cane just to beat him with it.
It's Christmas. I'll take a candy cane.
Oh Lord. Dr. Bills. Yeah, see, those are some that we're working on because his surgery.
Life throws things at you that you just it's out of your control. What I'm talking about is people who are just like making bad decisions, and it's obvious.
Right. Well, we're still paying off his surgery, which was a year before for mine.
Mine was back. Yeah, mine was 2 years ago.
Yeah, mine was about a year and a half. No, yours was
Yeah.
2.5. Was it?
That was in
No.
November, beginning of November. So
Yeah.
a little over 2 years. Anyway, we're still working on that. We're getting there. We're getting there. But
Such a task taking care of our old man, right, Patty?
we're gonna get a sizable. What is it? The
Tax incentive.
tax, yeah, sizable tax incentive from the solar system that we've put on the house. Hey, Arthur. So I think we're going to take that. We have the option to put it towards the solar system and to lower our notes on the solar system. But I think we've done some discussing about it, and I think it's better spent if we can use it to pay off the car. Then that saves us monthly.
It knocks out a hefty note,
and we can take it from there. And then that way, as we can, we just pay more on the solar, we pay more on the mortgage, and try to minimize the things that we've got. We've got a couple of credit cards that we still need to pay off, that we're still working on.
I keep checking my phone because I'm checking the monitoring system for the solar, because it's supposed to come up at any point.
Back in the summertime of this year, we were doing DoorDash as a side hustle, and there was a couple other apps too, but it was mainly DoorDash. That's where we made the most of our money. And then Abby got in her wreck.
Yeah.
And we kind of stopped the door dashing and stuff.
We were doing really well because that extra money was helping to pay off.
We were putting all of that, almost every bit of that extra money, we were putting that toward credit cards, knocking those down. And we did that for about $2,000 worth before we kind of got shut down with it. Abby got in her wreck, and we were helping her to get back and forth to work. So we didn't focus on the DoorDash stuff. And then by the time we were ready to try to get that going again, it seems that a lot of other people had gotten into door dashing in the Lake Charles area, and actually all of Louisiana. Like it's just not busy like it was. So we haven't even tried to door dash again.
Caitlin said you can use a tax refund to knock down another debt.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Yes, but with the kids grown, we don't get much of a tax return anymore. I think last year we got $60.
Yeah.
So
that has to do with how my W-4 is still
right
at the firehouse too, because I've never changed it. I've still got married in 5, so they're not taking hardly anything out of my checks. I need to get that squared up. It's just I haven't done it. And Cheyenne's been living outside of the house for the past 7 years, so yeah. I just dropped the ball. Yeah.
Well, our credit card debt, because a lot of that is because, our dishwasher went out a while back, and I said that's the last appliance that we have yet to replace. So we'll go ahead, put it on the credit card, and we'll pay it off little by little. It won't take long at all. Well, a week to the day later, the house was like, "Hey, you forgot about the water heater." And it decided to go on the fritz. So we ended up having to do that too. So we had to
replace 2 appliances that tried to burn our house down within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh, back in 2019, before COVID, we were doing some traveling and stuff with the homesteaders, meetups and stuff. And we put some stuff on the credit card. So we haven't entirely paid that off yet. And then we were bad. We were bad about our credit cards.
Yeah.
And
we're getting those squared away.
Then we decided, we made a decision, and we we got to stop this. So we did. And then we got to a point where we were only using the credit card for absolute necessities, like the appliances and your tooth that was trying to knock your side of your face off.
I swear they pulled that thing out of my brain. But that was the most expensive tooth I've ever paid for. Oh my goodness. I think that cost us what, $1,300?
Well, we ended up getting that check back from the insurance.
$200
for 200, so about $1,100 is what it ended
Yeah.
up costing us. So anyway, that's what we're working on, is to get that going. We've got some ideas for some new side hustles. So we've got 26 people here. You guys are probably
that's what we're working on, Reagan.
The people that we trust the most as far as your opinions. So we've got an idea to start doing, like, I don't know if you've seen any of these little short videos, like on different platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all throughout, about hey, I found this on Amazon. Check it out. Here's a link. You know, so we're thinking about doing something like that. My question to you is, should we include those shorts on this channel, or should we keep those separate? I would really appreciate your opinions.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that whole ordeal. I don't know what to do.
Right. The compounded interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And yeah. I'm determined though, and when I set my mind to something.
Anne Marie says fine. Stay on the same channel. Okay, that's 2.
See, that was my thing.
We do have an affiliate link. That's where this would be like a little bit of a money making thing, where we're not asking for donations or anything like that. We're actually earning money.
Well, and it would be, we want to work on products that would be, that it's stuff that we've tried,
Like,
that we've
for
used.
example,
Things that we've used, but that go along with what we're doing: homesteading, gardening, camping, prepping, survival gear kinds of things.
yeah, not just any old product.
Yeah, I don't want to do, like, you ain't gonna see me with makeup and hair care products and stuff. That would be an Abby thing. What's your affiliate? We have an affiliate link through Amazon.
Well, it's down in the description.
It's an Amazon link.
The one in the description of this video will take you to a product called Dr. Bronner's Lavender Castile Soap. But from there, you can shop anywhere on
anything
Amazon.
You purchase after clicking on that link for, I think it's 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, we get a
Oh boy, get rid of that thing. If you got hot photos of your sister, you're a freaking weirdo.
Thank you for that, Henry. That link.
That was obviously a troll.
I turn on offers to review makeup because I don't use it. I won't do.
All right. I mean, we've gotten some more
exactly.
offers on
I'm not going to
email.
I'm not going to do a review video on makeup because I think the last time I wore makeup was the Halloween video that you did, the moonwalk thing.
Oh wow.
And that was.
So you wore makeup for Halloween,
yeah.
Not for yeah. So like this would be a product that we would showcase, like this really cool can opener, real easy to use. You know what I mean?
That thing.
This has been great. But we would do like a short video of us using the can opener, talking about how cool it is, and then in the description there would be a link for you to be able to go buy it on Amazon.
If I wear makeup,
that's how we would.
It's Halloween.
That's how we would make a little bit of a kickback.
Right.
That. It's kind of like a finder's fee, like a commission, I guess. But you don't, like, if you use our affiliate link to go shop on Amazon, basically you use our link to get to Amazon, and then whatever you buy on Amazon, you don't pay anything extra. Amazon would pay us for sending you to Amazon, is basically what it is in a nutshell.
Last time I put makeup on, I was a teenager and got an allergic rash. Wow. Oh, See, I'm not allergic to it, but okay, we live in Southwest Louisiana. In the summertime, it's freaking hot. You know, we're sweating buckshot. I don't need makeup to melt to make myself look like I'm melting like a candle.
I don't know how people do it.
I don't
Anybody who stays pretty is not working. They not putting the effort in to do some work. I'm telling you.
Not here anyway. That's for sure. Good grief. When we have a heat index of 115, or 108, why? Why would you even bother wanting to put that stuff on there?
Oh.
All it does is make me break out anyway. I don't trust anyone who puts makeup on to do homestead chores. Just saying.
Right.
Exactly. I'm not gonna spend an hour in the mirror putting on makeup, make myself all pretty to go talk to my chickens. Because I tell you now, they don't care.
That's where I've had some issues too. Like if we're doing a video of like some kind of work we're doing outside, right? So like I could talk about it on the video and tell you what we're doing and how we're doing it, but then I could be like, oh, here, look at me freaking dying trying to do it. I mean,
stop.
Because it's that bad.
Y'all forgetting the lovely Lippy. Lippy can put on makeup and go do home store.
Oh, that's different. That's different.
I don't know how she does it. I would love to see that. Look, here's me dying. Yeah, Lippy is the exception. Lippy is like one of a kind. I don't get it.
Have a great Christmas, Michigan. We're gonna have to get going too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shut it down.
And I have to get ready for work in the morning.
I have to get ready for the rest of this.
Sean, Timmy just got here. Doggone it. Hi, Tammy. Bye, Tammy.
We're gonna have to shut it down. We're prepping for the cold. Hopefully, everyone stays warm and stays safe. This Arctic blast that Sean and Canadian have sent us. Sean admitted to it. But it's affecting a lot of people. It has the potential to cause a lot of power outages and safety issues for people because people that don't have alternative sources of heat. So reach out to your neighbors and make sure that they're okay. Reach out to elderly people in the community and and kind of see if there's anything you can do to help, because we need to look out for each other.
That's right. So guys, next week we'll be back on Thursday. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, and until next week, good night and God bless.
See you guys next Thursday.